everybody, Sister Fantastic here. Welcome to today's video. It's Palette Promenade, and there's a palette in this brand new Trendmood box that I want to use, and it's the reason why I bought the box. And so anyway, I'm going to do this unboxing, and we're going to do a makeup look with the palette, and I may use a couple of other products that are in the box as well. So let me break the tape on this and let's get right into it. I'm excited. I haven't bought a Trendmood box in a hot minute, but this one grabbed me and I wasn't planning on buying it, but when I got the email and I saw that it was still available, because you know, a lot of times they sell out like within 30 minutes. But anyway, when it was still available and I got to looking at the products, and I thought, oh yes, we got to get this one. So let me remove this bubble wrap here. They pack it really nice. I love this purple tissue, which is, you know, something I can reuse. But anyway, this is the palette, the Natasha Denona Retro Glam palette. There's a lot of yummy greens in here, a couple of reds. I'll show it to you in just a few minutes. And I thought it would be great for Christmas time. And I've wanted it forever, ever since it came out. But anyway, I never did get it. Okay, so there's some skincare and stuff like that in here as well. So I've washed my face, but I haven't done anything else. So I thought that we would do this unboxing and try on a couple of things. So let's start out with, I'm going to start out with these eye patches. Let me set the box down and I'll just work from it right there. This is the Trendmood brand Eye Mood Revived Hydrogel eye patches. And they come packaged in this purple box, which is their thing, you know, everything's purple with Trendmood. And I'm really super excited to get these. They're formulated with caffeine, collagen, and 8 different hyaluronic acids. Doesn't that sound wonderful? And as you can see, I look tired today, especially this eye right here. I woke up this morning with a especially dark looking circle around my eye. So let's see what we can do about that. And I will wear these eye patches while I finish the unboxing. I used to do self-care Saturdays on Saturday, but since I've been doing Palette Promenade, I've let that go. I mean, I'm still doing skincare, but just not on camera. So anyway, there's a spatula here where I can grab it. And I'm going to slap this baby on my eye, because Mama needs some hydration. And I'm going to go this direction today, so that tip can get right up on the corner of my eye. Looks like I got socked in the eye by the dog or something. But anyway, who knows? Who knows why we wake up with things on us? I wake up with sometimes a bug bite on me. I don't know what happens when I sleep. Oh yeah, that feels very cooling, very soothing. And I like it that the way they're made, you know, you can lay it down and get as close up into, you know, that inner part of the eye as you can. Okay. So I need a smoother, brighter eye for sure this morning. And it's got this plastic cover cap that fits, you know, to hold all the essence in. And you just put your little spatula right up against that. There's a little lip right there. And it just kind of tucks right in. And then you screw this lid back on. And it keeps all the juice inside. So it says it supports skin elasticity, provides intensive nutrition, Helps erase puffiness, hydrating and anti-aging, and soothing effect on the skin. And it's 10 to 15 minutes. So typical eye patch. I'm excited to get these. I'm going to set them right there where I can come back to them often. This was a pretty pricey little box. I think I paid $65 for it. I can't remember. I'll have to look it up and link it or put that information down in the description. Okay, there are some hair products in here, and I'm not so sure that I'm going to use them. Anyway, this is a scalp serum or something. Anyway, Damasca. I can't even read it. It's in Spanish or something. But there's some oils and things like that in it. It says to shake well, pre-shower, apply directly to the scalp and massage and leave on for 10 to 15 minutes or overnight, and then shampoo and follow up with your normal wash routine. Use once to twice a week. Store in a cool, dry place. And I'm not sure of the benefits of this. So it's supposed to remedy some things on the scalp. Let's see what it says on the bottle. A heritage scalp remedy that helps to promote healthy hair, nourishment, and shine without the frizz. Shake well. Okay, we already read all of that. Alright, so it's just like a hair oil, like a treatment. Like an oil treatment for your hair. Okay, sometimes I use this kind of stuff. So I'll probably keep that. Okay, then we have from Onx, it's called the Hard as Hoof Strengthening Nail Cream. It helps stop splits, chips, and cracks. Doesn't that sound wonderful? 3 times a day for longer, stronger nails. It's got shea butter, jojoba oil, calcium, vitamins A and E. It's an enriched formula. Yay! Island coconut scent. Doesn't that sound wonderful? So there's some benefits here, and they show you some of the stuff that it's made with. Shea butter, jojoba oil, calcium, vitamin A, and vitamin E. So as you age, your body needs calcium, especially if you're postmenopausal. And so anyway, they boast here of 49,000 5-star reviews. Check it out. That sounds really good. I'm excited about that too. Okay, and then we have from Laura Geller, a baked gelato swirl illuminator. Now, I've seen this before, like on the BoxyCharm website and Ipsy's website, and you know, Laura Geller has a whole line of cosmetic products that are very popular. And I think I have a few things from her. I know I have a palette. It's actually in my rotation here. And anyway, this is called Gilded Honey, or a Lift of Light. And the packaging, the component itself is, the way it's made is really cute. That swirl that's in there. And it's raised up. I mean, there's plenty of product there. So let's swatch it. It's a powder product. That raised up embossing is going to last a while. Just a pretty gold highlighter. Okay, so a new highlighter. Let me get rid of some stuff here. And it's baked. So a baked highlighter is really nice because a lot of times a baked highlighter won't show texture. And I like that a lot. Okay, and then we have a couple more products from this Ceremonia company. There's a shampoo, a guava shampoo for damaged hair. It's free of all the bad stuff. And then there's a conditioner. To go with it. So we got a hair oil treatment, a shampoo, and a conditioner, all from the same company. So those are some nice products that I am willing to try out. Okay. Alright, and then we have there's a couple of cards here. One of them is from Laura Geller. And it's a write-up on the back of that about that product. And then there's a card here with a coupon code for Natasha Denona and the Retro Glam palette. So you can enjoy 20% off at natashadenona.com with the code TREND20. TREND20. Trend, like trend mood, trend. Okay, and then we have a couple of, looks like skincare products. This is from a company called Beauty Bio. It's a clarifying booster with salicylic acid blemish fighting complex made with azelaic acid to help reduce excess oil. So that's great for all of us combination to oily skin ladies. And then there's a plumping booster with hyaluronic acid supercharged complex with multi-layered plumping molecules. Well, both of those sound really nice. So a couple of serums here. Let's bust. They're sealed with a safety seal, so let's sing the safety seal song and we'll bust them open and try one or maybe both of them. Anyway, here we go. Safety seal, safety seal. We like it when the products have a safety seal. Yay, safety seal. All right. I love serums. I love serums. I hope these are good. I'm sure they are. Trendmood doesn't put junk in their boxes. That's interesting. This is the plumping one. So the directions say apply directly to the skin after cleansing and add to serum or moisturizer in the AM and the PM. Avoid direct eye contact. Discontinue if irritation develops. So let's see if I can figure out how this works. It looks like one of those, like a pump of some sort or upside down kind of thing. And then there's a cap on the end. So let's see. Yeah, it's going to pump up. So, or pump down, however you want to word it. It smells good. Let's use a little more on this side. It's nice. It's kind of like a shot. I'm just going to take whatever's left over from down here and put it on my forehead. And on around my temples. And I'm going to get this place right here on the bridge of my nose. Just put a little on my neck. That feels good. Okay, we'll have to see how this works. And yeah, it's kind of wobbly. If you try to set it on this end, it's wobbly. So you have to make sure the cap's on there good and then stand it up, you know, where it's like upside down. So anyway, hyaluronic acid, can't go wrong with that, right? Woo! All right, let's check out this other one. I can always use a product like this on my nose. My nose, even in the wintertime, I have oily, you know, oil that pulls up on my nose and around my sides of my chin here. So let's use a little more serum in those places. And occasionally I'll get an oily spot like right through here. Not up on the forehead so much, but just right through here. That's awesome. I love serums. Did I say that already? I love serums. Okay, so 2 new serums. Super stoked about that. And one more product that I can see here. And it looks like it's a hairbrush. Oh yeah, the tangleteaser detangling brush. Yay! I got one in a Lorella box that recently. This one here, it's got like this paddle that lifts up. Anyway, I'm thinking about giving this to my husband. And then I'll just keep this one here. Because this looks really feminine. And it is the Tangleteaser brand. So I'm really glad to get this. I have a smaller one. The one that doesn't have a handle. It's just, you know, the brush itself. And it's curved, you know, to fit your hand really good. And I use it in the bathroom, like when I first get out of the shower. You know, and my hair is all wet and everything. But anyway, this one from Lorella, I think my husband would enjoy this. And I think it's cool the way that it gives. So, you know, it'll move with your hand motions and whatever. So I will give that to him. Okay, let's take a look at this palette. The Retro Glam palette from Natasha Denona. All the shades are named on the back of the box. Not the palette itself. Not the back of the palette. The back of the palette looks like this. So it looks like they might... And the names are on the shades themselves. So there is a mirror cover. And there's all the pretty greens. And I definitely want to use those today. So yay. Okay, I'm going to remove these eye patches and this mirror cover here and put some eyeshadow primer on. And we're going to get started. with this eye look. So let me take a break, do those things, and I will be right back. Okay, y'all, let's get into this palette. I think I want to start out with this shade here called Faye. It's like a khaki kind of a color, and I'm going to lay that as a transition on top of this eyeshadow primer. The Beauty Crop Stuck On You is what I used today, and it's been like a go-to for a long time now. And I think this color right here would be a good base for those greens. And we're going to mix those greens into it. Now there is a lighter color in the palette that I could have used as a transition color. It's called Lucy down here, which is similar. It's got like a khaki-ness to it, but I wanted something just a little bit darker. Okay, now this one. There's not like a traditional camel brown in this palette. Everything is geared towards these greens, with the exception of a couple of pinks. And that red, which is a shimmer, by the way. And a standout shade in the palette. So maybe we'll come back and use that closer to Christmas. Christmas is only a month away, y'all. I can't believe it. Okay, I'm just taking this above the hood, just so it'll show up good. Okay, that was a brush from Eloise that I used. Really nice little angled brush. Okay, now I'm going to go into another brush. This one is from Alamar Cosmetics, and it's got like a little fan on it. And I've already used it with some green, even though I did wipe it off. It's stained with green, so I want to use it. And I'm going to go into this shade called Evergreen right here in the palette. That's a pretty color. And we're just going to put that deeper in the crease. And this outer V section. I have several palettes from Natasha Denona that I've received in subscription boxes or access through sales on subscription box websites, and I got them at a fraction of the price. And I do like her formulas, but I don't want to pay full price for her makeup because it's just too expensive. But anyway, for the price of this palette, I got this whole box. And so to me, that was a deal. And I'm not sure if that's how they intended to market this, you know, by putting the palette as the highlight product, which it is for me. It's the highlight product in the box. Of course, I will enjoy the hair care and the skin care, but they're brands that I've never heard of and I've never tried, and I wouldn't pay $65 for a box with a bunch of stuff in it that I've never tried. You know what I'm saying? Unless there was something in there that I really, really wanted that I haven't been able to get because it's so expensive. And so I think it's a good marketing strategy how they do it. Okay, I'm just going to smoke this up a little bit. And then I can come back later with a shimmer or something for up above the brow bone. Okay, now I gotta decide what kind of a shimmer I'm gonna use on the lid. There's really several in here. This really light one here called Palladian. Look at that, y'all. That is gorgeous. And then there's this one here called Flutter, which is like a gold. That's really pretty. Let's use that. I'm just going to use my finger. And we're just going to put that right here on the lid. Oh, yeah. And then we might use the shade Palladian as an inner corner. This goes on so pretty. That gold is awesome. Let me swatch it here on my hand so you can see it better. There it is right there. And then the light green, let me put it over here. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I might have made a mistake. That is gorgeous. Okay, let me find a highlighter brush here. And we're going to use that light green in the inner corner. Ooh, it's really soft and buttery too. Okay. And intense. Look at that pop. That is nice. That's really nice. I like this shade. Now I feel like I need something a little bit darker for like the lash line, underneath the lash line. So I'm going to try this shade here called Jazzy, which is like a dark brown. And I got a pencil brush here, and I'm just going to use it lightly. And rim this lower lash line. And I think I'm going to take a little bit right here, like on this outer third, like an inverted eyeliner kind of an effect. And just connect it right here in the corner with the tiniest little flick of a wing. That definitely makes my eyes look bigger. And I do have some fallout, so I'm going to have to clean that up with some concealer and stuff. That gold just transferred right to the top of my, right here underneath my eye, right where that circle is. So I'm just putting the brown, the dark brown, right where the gold stops, and I'm just going like that out, that where the outward V is. And I'm just defining that area right there just a little bit more. And then connecting it with what I've got on the bottom here. In place of like a kohl eyeliner or whatever. Oh, that green shade, y'all. That is so pretty. Okay, I may have to use a little bit of it on the underneath the brow bone here in a little bit. But right now what I need to do is I need to go off the camera and work on some complexion products and, you know, put concealer in my brows and all that stuff on. And then I'll be back and we'll finish up. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I put on my complexion products, blush, bronzer, foundation, concealer, powder, all that. Did my brows and I put on some mascara. And then I went in with that beautiful light green color, just a smidge right up underneath the brow bone. Not anything to super glow it up, but just enough to give it a little bit of a lightness and, you know, just a bit of a sheen. And I really like that look. And so, anyhow, I tried a combination with my blush today that I wanted to share with y'all. This is the Halo Glow from Medusa's Makeup in the shade Tiger Lily, which is meant to be a highlighter, but it's a beautiful orange color. And I love the way that it glows on my skin. And so I put that on with a brush for my blush. And then I topped it with this Radiant Glow highlighter by IBY Beauty, which is this gorgeous peach color. And so I've got this like peachy thing going on my cheeks today. Okay, now what I want to do is lips, and I've got this lip liner here that is from Estee Lauder. It's a lip defining pencil in the shade Apple Cordial, which is like a, there's a bit of orange in it. It's like an orangey red. I'm going to do that. And I did sharpen it, so the tip is fragile. So I can use it. I'll fill in the corners. Just a really pretty shade. And this didn't come in a subscription box, and I didn't buy, you know, sometimes when you buy Estee Lauder products, you get like something for free. I didn't get it that way. I inherited it from my mother-in-law, who has passed on, but I got some of her makeup when she passed away. And so anyway, I want to go back into this lipstick here from Life Beauty. It's in the shade Peony, and it looks like it'll be a good match. So let's check it out. it's like a pinky mauve, brown, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a universal nude to me. Anyway, it's got this magnetic closure. I really like this lipstick. And I don't feel the need for lip gloss because it feels very comfortable on the lips. Okay, the mascara that I used today was this one here from Birdie Lashes. It's got 2 brushes, one for the top, one for the bottom, and I used 2 coats of mascara. So I'm skipping the lashes today, and I'm just keeping this makeup look on the light side. Now I'm going to go in with some setting spray. I've got this one from B Bella. It's an all day seal, and that's the primer that I used today as well. And I'm going to use it strategically. I don't want to mess up my lashes. Anyway, that mascara is a good mascara for building volume and lengthening. It is one of those mascaras that has a formula it's like the Sky High from Maybelline. It's similar to that kind of a texture, and so it's, you know, it's hard to put on like a 3rd coat because your lashes will, you know, start to clump up, and I don't like that look. And I don't want to fool with trying to separate my lashes and poke my eye. So anyway, but this is the look today. I just wanted to do something really pretty with this palette and showcase the palette today since it was a special item in the box, and I just think it's a gorgeous palette. I'm really super stoked that I got it, and I'm trying to put this mirror up. Anyway, let me give you one last look. But anyway, this is kind of a glassy mirror, almost like chrome-like swirl on the package. It's really snazzy. And a really good mirror on the inside, and then of course all those beautiful shades. So to recap the shades that we used today, I went in with this one, and then I did the green, and then I used the gold on the lid, and then I used this dark brown for underneath the lash line, and then this light green here for the inner corner. So I kind of bounced around a little bit, but I was really happy with the way it turned out. This is a green look that I enjoy. I will enjoy using this palette very, very much. Okay, so there's the look. I'll take some pictures where you all can see at the end the final results up close. And just leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the box. Let me know what you think about the look. Happy Palette Promenade, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for all that YouTube love. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. God bless you today is my prayer, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.